A big wingman welcome to the wingman's path to positivity, to raising your vibration and creating a life of your choosing. I welcome you and I thank you for joining me, and I appreciate you taking a moment and inviting me and all us wingmates in to share a spark of positive energy, right? You know what happens if you've been with me any length of time at all. The more of us sharing that spark of energy, the easier it becomes for each of us to hold on to that spark of positive energy and to share it with our friends and families and loved ones and neighbors and communities, and then it just makes it that much easier because it is a momentum game. It is a momentum game. The more positive energy we can get going for us in all areas, the easier it becomes for each of us to bring more into our lives. And of course, when we start getting that positive energy, it's like the wings beneath our wings, right? The wings beneath our wings, and it starts helping us raise our vibration and truly start leading a life and creating a life of our choosing. So I welcome you and I thank you. If you don't know me, if you're new to the path, boy, you've got a great time in store for you because you are on a path to really creating a life of your choosing, and I thank you for being here. My name is Michael Gross, and I am the lucky guy who gets to be the wingman on the wingman's path. And today I'm coming to you from outside of the old city of Hoi An in Vietnam, right? And I'm coming to you a little bit later in the morning, and as you can see, it's getting a little busier, and it'll be crazy busy here in about an hour. So I thank you for being here with us, right? Today's practice came up because yesterday, Jan and I were in a search for my favorite place. We were here last year for 3 days before an emergency, and we got called back into our home, and we left. But I had found this banh mi sandwich place. A banh mi is like a Vietnamese hoagie, right? It's like a Vietnamese hoagie, a small Vietnamese hoagie. And I think from the French influence here in Vietnam, the baguettes they serve them on are just fabulous, and they have these wonderful chilies in them, and it's just a great flavors, right, that mix in. It's a wonderful sandwich, right? So when we were walking there yesterday, a young woman in front of us was texting on her phone. And now these people, for the chilies, the way they, at least in front of this restaurant, and most restaurants here will, that type of street restaurant, will have stuff out on the curb, and so they have all their chilies out, so they get sun roasted and sun dried, and the flavors just get right. They leave them out there for months. In other words, they pull them in at night, they put them back out during the day, and just let the sun roast them for months at a time. And this woman just walked right into them without realizing it, right? I mean, you don't want to be texting on your phone in Vietnam because the sidewalks aren't what you think of as a sidewalk. You know, you're going to break a leg here. And as soon as she kicked them over, you know, of course she felt bad, but I felt the judge rising up in me. And so today's practice I call Here Come the Judge. Here come the judge. Because for me, the judge starts coming out quickly. I start judging people so quickly, it's a shame how quick it happens, right? And the funny part about it is I've been in I felt the judge coming out of me for a little while now, like whether I was on the tarmac and some woman was on the phone for 20 minutes talking to someone. But yesterday just reminded me that it is a perfect practice to do, because you and I think sometimes we are very quick. I am, at least. I can't speak for you, but I am very quick to judge. So I came up with this practice because the one thing I've learned about judging is it changes my vibration for the worse. It takes it right into a negative place. And when you start getting, again, we talk about momentum. You get your vibration moving negatively, it makes it that much easier for you to fall into the rabbit hole. And then, of course, you know, you have to make it out of there again. It's much easier to keep that positive momentum going. So last year, when I did this practice, I thought about, I mentioned how when I feel the judge rising up in me, I try and find something good about the person. Like maybe they didn't realize, whatever it is, I tried to come up with something good. But a woman friend of mine and a wonderful wingmate to all of us on the path had a saying for me, and literally ever since last year, I think I say it all the time, and it just takes the judgment, it takes the judge away immediately. And what she said, and what I say all the time now is, I don't get it, but I don't have to. Say it with me. I don't get it, but I don't have to. And as you say that, you can feel that the vibration zeroes out. You don't have that negative feeling, that negative judgment going out of you. And let's face it, if you've got negative judgment coming out of you, if your vibration is one of negative judgment towards another, the universe is going to send you back more reasons to be judged for yourself. What is the saying? Those of us who live in glass houses, I can tell you I've texted while walking here, and it was a great reminder for me yesterday not to text. So as soon as she did it, I thought, okay, that's a good reminder for me. And I said, I don't get it. I don't have to. I don't get, say it with me, I don't get it. I don't have to. And whenever I say those words, I just relax immediately as I let it go immediately. And I think that is such an important part for keeping your vibration high. And I thought you and I could practice it today together, so that we together, right, don't let our vibration go south. So together we're working towards keeping our vibration high. And when we do, man, when we surround ourselves and get everyone working with a high vibration, I don't have to tell you, I've already mentioned it 5 times, it's easier to keep that vibration high and keep moving in the direction of creating a life of your choosing. So say it with me. Anytime you feel the judge coming out of you, anytime you feel like you're about to start judging someone else, I want you to say, I don't get it, but I don't have to. Say it with me once more, because one thing I've learned is the more I say something, the more I get it into my subconscious, the easier it slips out of my mind and of my tongue, and I hear it and I feel it. And that's exactly where I want to be. I want to make sure I get these practices into my subconscious. So say it with me one more time. I don't get it, but I don't have to. And when you say that, don't you just feel yourself relaxing? You're not coming up with that negative vibration towards judging of someone else. I thank you so much for joining me today and for sharing this moment of some positive, spark of positive energy with me. And I thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day. One in which when you feel your judge coming out of you, you just say easily and quietly, I don't get it, but I don't have to. And let it go. Have a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Your Wingman Michael from the Wingman's Path to Positivity here on a soon to be very busy street in Hoi An, Vietnam. Signing off.